It's one of the biggest celebrity scandals of all time involving legendary actress Lana Turner. The story had all the makings of a box office hit, only this drama didn't come from a script.
Tonight, Lana Turner's daughter, Cheryl, opens up exclusively to KMIR 6 News at her home in the Coachella Valley to reveal what life was like with the iconic screen legend and what happened on the night that would change both their lives forever. April 4th, 1958. Good Friday. Police respond to a 911 call at 730 North Bedford Drive in Beverly Hills, the home of one of the biggest movie stars in the world, Lana Turner. Officers find Lana's lover, Johnny Stompanato, on the floor of her bedroom, stabbed in the abdomen. Lana's daughter, Cheryl, confessed to stabbing Stompanato with a kitchen knife because she feared for her mother's life. Cheryl was only 14 years old.
Then everything exploded.
Cheryl was the only daughter of Lana Turner, a Hollywood icon of the 1950s.
He was in this mess as much as I was, and I'm going to tell it to the world.
She starred in numerous classic films, including The Postman Always Rings Twice, Imitation of Life, and Ziegfeld Girl.
I want to take you away.
I grew up this child of a movie star, a very big movie star. So I went through all the wonderful advantages and privileges and fun.
Lana's beauty and charm attracted a who's who cast of Hollywood's most eligible bachelors. Cheryl's father was Stephen Crane, an actor and restaurateur, Turner's second out of 7 different husbands.
She believed in the dream coming true, the Hollywood ending. She kept looking for it.
I want you to fall in love, and at the proper time to marry a man who respects you.
In the spring of 1957, Lana was 36 years old. She was nearing the end of her prime as a Hollywood starlet. That's when she met Johnny Stompanato, a man with a shady past who made her believe he was powerful and well-connected.
He was really a 2-bit bodyguard for someone who was a true gangster, Mickey Cohen. He pushed all her buttons, you know, and made her feel like she was young and glamorous.
Cheryl was away at boarding school when her mother and Stompanato began their relationship. Little did she know, their passionate romance turned violent. On the night of the 1958 Academy Awards, Cheryl and her mother were celebrating Lana's Best Actress nomination. It was also the first time she witnessed abuse in the relationship.
That was when I first heard the arguments between and the threats, and he was beating on her, and I pulled the covers over my head. I'm not proud of that, but I did.
On the night of April 4th, Good Friday, Cheryl and Lana were looking forward to spending a quiet Easter weekend at their new home on North Bedford Drive in Beverly Hills. But that all changed when Lana learned the truth about Johnny Stompanato, that he had lied about his age and connections to the mafia. She invited him over and they began to argue, and that's when things turned deadly. The entire scene unfolded through that second-story window.
I went upstairs to do a book report. Mother came in and she said, I'm going to ask John to leave. She said, I don't want you coming downstairs, but if you hear us arguing, that's what it's about. So he gets back there. They have a huge fight. I can hear it. It gets louder. Now I get a little nervous. He said, I'm going to, if I have to, I will destroy you. I will destroy your face. I will kill your mother. I will kill your daughter. You will never get away from me. So ran down the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs was the kitchen. I don't know what I was looking for, but I saw a knife on the thing. I picked up the knife, ran back upstairs, and suddenly the door burst open. Mother was there looking at me, and John was coming toward me. I stepped through the door. He ran into me and literally ran into the knife.
Police took Cheryl into custody when they arrived on scene. She spent 3 weeks in a juvenile hall while a media frenzy surrounded the inquest.
I had no attorney. I had no one to speak for me. My mother and father were in custody battles with each other. They were battling the juvenile court over me, and I knew nothing.
Lana took the stand during the lengthy inquest to reveal what really happened that night. She maintained her daughter stabbed Stompanato to save her life. The judge ruled Johnny Stompanato's death justifiable homicide, and it never went to trial. Skeptics weren't buying Lana's story. Some even reported that Lana was the real killer, and her testimony was just another one of her performances.
I mean, there was so many rumors going around, and it's the same today. The conspiracy theories, you know, that we hear all the time. Nobody wants to believe the truth.
After the inquest, Cheryl and her family refused to talk about what really happened that night.
There was a deep anger at the whole situation. That one, which is my favorite portrait.
In 1988, Cheryl published her autobiography called Detour, a Hollywood story. It was the first time she went on the record about what really happened the night Stompanato died, and finally allowed Cheryl and her mother to close that tragic chapter in their lives.
She said, I didn't realize that I had never said thank you for what you did. It was a very cleansing moment, I think, for both of us. Just as much as a mother wants to protect a child, you want to protect your mother. All I could think of was that I was the only one there and I had to do something.
Lana Turner passed away in 1995. Cheryl Crane is committed to keeping the memory of her mother alive. She recently published the book, Lana, The Memories, the Myths, and the Movies. It is available wherever books are sold.
Well, you can't just write that stuff. True Hollywood story.
No. And it's their relationship. What was so fascinating about talking to her is they had such a special relationship. She was her only daughter, Lana's only daughter, and they just had this deep love for each other, and it was so wonderful to hear about that and to go in her home and see pictures that her mom had given her, and it was a really special, it was something that I don't think a lot of people would see in the movies.
Well, it's terrific that she shared with you.
Yeah, it was so honored, so honored, so honored.